Testing. 1 million, 2 million, 3, okay. Testing. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. That's working. Okay. Testing. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Well, you always hear that anyway.
What's up, everyone? Hey, I just wanted to go over this. No, Bitcoin's not going to 250K tomorrow, but later on in life, Bitcoin will make it up to that. I'm going to explain why and how, and then also I want to talk about Mara. Mara is one of the companies that actually me and my Discord is watching for. We're actually waiting for the market to drop. If you believe the market's going to drop, whatever. But if you are waiting for it, this is what you really need to look for. We're waiting for around the price target of $2 to jump in, and then when the market recovers, Bitcoins will recover, and then Mara will recover. It's like a chain reaction. But I'm going to go over it. I'm going to show you what we see and how we are looking at it. So let's start off. This video is not financial advice, just educational purposes only, but let's get into it. Okay, so right here, I want you to notice how Bitcoin is, right? So look how Bitcoin's going up and then down, right? So look, this is 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 2024. So we're not in 2024 yet, but notice how Bitcoin is going up. And then right at the start of the bear rally, we dropped with it. So let's overlap the SP500, right? Now, I'm not going to overlap it 100% because it's kind of hard to see if you overlap it, but notice how here's the stock market, the SP500. Notice how the SP500 is going up and it's going down. And then at the beginning of this year, or well, October last year, the market went up, Bitcoin went up, right? So if you notice how Bitcoin has the same layout as the stock market, so like look, so notice how Bitcoin popped and then it dropped with the market. Now, I'm not saying that Bitcoin is 100% calibrated down to the 1 minute time frame of the stock market, but with over a week time frame, it moves with it. So let's zoom in a little bit closer, and then I'll go over Mara and explain what we are seeing in. So this is in October, right, of last year, around this time frame. Notice how the market bottomed and then the crypto followed. Now, with the start of the new year, the market's been going up, 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 up. And then Bitcoin also went up and up and up and up. That's how you have to understand Bitcoin. So let's throw Mara into the picture, right? So here's Mara and then Bitcoin, calibrated next to each other. Now understand that it's not going to be down to the 1 minute time frame. So you need to understand that and kind of see the bigger picture. So like see how Bitcoin dropped right here, Mara dropped. See how Bitcoin pumped really hard? Then Mara pumped really hard. Now notice how we're trading sideways in Mara, and then we're trading sideways in Bitcoin. Now, if the stock market decides to go down, so let's look at it. So with this upcoming month, we have Treasury selling 500 billion T-bills this month, which is going to suck, a lot of the profit out of the market, and it's going to maybe drop quite a bit. Say if we get an 18% drop, right, into the market. So we come back down here to around 3,500 or whatever. What that's going to do to Bitcoin is it's going to do this. Now look, Bitcoin will go back down to the lower levels. Let me pull this up. So Bitcoin will come back down to the lower levels. It maybe even hit 13,000, 12,000. And then what that's going to do to Mara is it's going to flush Mara down the drain. So let's pull up Mara. So here's Mara. So let's pull it up a little bit more. So notice how it's the same pattern. So let's lay the SP500 over it just to show a little bit more depth. So here's the stock market in the orange. So notice how the stock market looks very, very similar, right? Now, if Mara drops down to the lower levels of 2, that means the market's probably dropped down to the lower levels of 3,500, right? And that means probably Bitcoin's around, 15K. So what's going to happen, right, if you get that chance to buy Mara at $2? So let's look back into history, right? So here's the 1 day time frame. Now listen, I know, I get it. Mara was very different back then, but right now in this time frame, it's running with the market. Bitcoin's running with the market. Now, look back at the top peak of when the SP500 was around 4,800, right? Look how Mara was. It was around $81. The reason why it got this very explosive pump, because we were getting a very explosive bull rally. That was mostly due to the stimulus checks coming out when everybody got a bunch of money, and it just stimulated the market. Now we're in a time frame where inflation's at around 5%. You know, that's not good for the market. We have, you know, a lot of T-bills being sold this month, and you might get this life opportunity to buy Mara at $2. Imagine buying Mara around here when it was, you know, $1, and then it went up to around $85. That would have been a huge life opportunity. But I wanted to reach out to you guys because this is something that this could change someone's life. And I know this could change someone's life. Even $1,000 into Mara, not financial advice, educational purposes only, even $1,000 into Mara at $2, that's still 30, 40K if it goes up to $85. Now, you're probably asking, well, when do I know when it goes back up? You have to wait for the market to go back up. So if the market recovers, you know, that's great. But this isn't, I'm going to hold it and buy it and hold it for 2 months. This is something that you would probably want to hold for 2 or 3 years. Bitcoin's the same. So when the market goes up in Bitcoin, so let's pull up Bitcoin. So look at Bitcoin. So notice how Bitcoin started to pump very aggressive when the market started to pump and pump and pump. Yes, it does have sell-offs. Yes, it doesn't move 1 minute time frame with it. But you have to get the bigger picture that it moves with the market now. It's pumped by the market now. It's part of, there's countries that use this as their currency. That's why it's a part of market now. But just be very careful, guys. You know, I don't know. I felt like someone could use this. My Discord and me, myself, this is our in-game play of if the market crashes. I know there's a lot of bulls out there, but if the market crashes, this is our in-game. And this could be a huge opportunity. Now, I get it. There's better companies. There's also other different crypto companies. But the thing is, I've seen Mara. I've watched Mara for about a year and a half, 2 years. And Mara is probably one of the most aggressive pumps out there. So let's pull it up, right? So let's look at Mara. I'm going to show you how aggressive these pumps can get if the market's pumping and Bitcoin's pumping. So let's pull it up. Let's see, where is it at? Let me find it again. Here we go. So let's go down to like the 45-minute time frame. Now this was back in at the beginning of the year. So this is when the market was dumping and we kind of crashed, and then we've been rallying this whole 3 months. But look how aggressive this thing can pump. It was at around $3.15, and within December to January, 1 month, that's 1 month, it went from $3 to $10. This thing is super aggressive in pumps. And that's why I really wanted to reach out to people. Even my subscribers, you know, I take care of my subs. If you're on my team, then I'm on your team, and I'm going to give you something that I know that could change your life. But I just wanted to reach out. If you could sub to the channel, that'd be awesome. I really want to fight against these fake YouTubers that just are hype YouTubers that don't explain charts, don't explain depth, you know, don't explain real opportunities. But I do have a Discord. It's in the description. I also have a personal Facebook group if you would like to come in and hang out with me personally. But thanks, guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend.